Jerusalem, Israel. Excitement runs high at a pro basketball game when a horrifying sound rocks the arena.
Hold up. What the f***? Did a grenade really just get thrown onto the court? Let's rewind that real quick.
Excitement runs high at a pro basketball game when a horrifying sound rocks the arena.
And out of all the terror from fans and players, out comes from the smoke a critically injured security guard who falls to the floor. Medics spot him and rush over to see exactly what happened. And what they find was pretty unfortunate. So during an Israeli basketball game in Jerusalem, a fan was so pissed off that he decided it was a great idea to throw a firecracker onto the court. Now, seconds before the explosion, if you look closely, you can see the security guard run onto the court and pick up the firecracker. But by the time the security guard got to the other side of the court, the firecracker goes off in his hand. He falls to the floor in pain, and fortunately for him, only ended up losing 3 fingers over it. It obviously sounds bad as it is. Losing fingers is always bad, but imagine there was enough time for him to examine it near his face. That honestly could have ended being a lot worse. It is kind of like the time where fans, after losing in the Greek Cup finals, fans started throwing flares and stun grenades at each other until police had to intervene. Yup, that actually happened. From Jiggly Boy dancing in 2003 to doing it again 12 years later, all to Kevin Garnett's approval, fans are known to always be doing the wildest things during NBA games, but sometimes they'll be going so far to actually run onto the court mid-play. Vitaly ZDTV, one of the most popular YouTubers back in the day, was known for doing some of the wildest pranks.
Just taking off license plate. I need a spare, thank you.
Motherfucker, you better put my goddamn license plate.
Yeah, what are you talking?
What the fuck?
He even ran onto the field during the 2014 World Cup, which even LeBron himself reposted to his Instagram. So Vitaly decided to return the favor to LeBron and do it during the 2016 NBA Finals between the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Vitaly spoke with his mom saying he was going to go streaking during the game, but much to his mom's disapproval, he didn't care and decides to do it anyway. Come on, Vitaly, you gonna disobey moms like that? So off he and his friend were to the finals. But he had a message to all the viewers at home, with "Trump sucks" written over his chest and "LeBron for president" written on his back. As he got to the game, he was nervous as hell. I mean, who wouldn't be? And with him shitting bricks right before he was about to do it, he said fuck it and went. This offensive lineman, running as fast as the Flash, tackled him to the ground hard, and about 100 different security guards and officers arrested him and ejected him from the game. He was held in jail overnight, and 15 hours later, he was a free man, dancing around at the accomplishment.
Thank you, Tony. I love you, bro. Thank you. Woo! Which way's out? That way. Not that way, son. I'm going home.
Fans going too far, frankly, is a not so uncommon thing. Like this, for example.
The New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Liepaja, Latvia. He last played for Sevilla in Spain.
What do you think about the Knicks pick?
Wow. I mean, I would have went with, honestly, anybody else at that point.
2015 NBA Draft. The New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh my
God. Oh my God. What is wrong with them? Why the,
What the f did they do? Who the f is this? Who the f is Tingus Pingus? I never heard of fucking Latvia. You drafted this fucking kid. You stupid motherfucker.
This is just sad. So sad. You're getting drafted to the NBA, the best basketball league in the world, and about to be making millions of dollars for the rest of your life. This should be one of the most exciting moments of your life. Does this look like the face of someone who's happy? And when it finally happens, it just so happens that everybody watching is booing you and little kids are doing this. Yeah, this definitely is very uplifting. You know, definitely didn't hurt his feelings at all. Yup. Man, that was just wrong. Just a look on Tingus Pingus's face, man, having gotten drafted and seeing your name being shitted on for the next few months was just wrong. Of course, that all changed when he became the unicorn and started hearing MVP chants by those same fans. A fan who was drunk off his shit threw a beer bottle onto the court. This kind of thing happens quite often where fans start throwing things onto court. Like, check all these out.
I'm not sure.
No, it is Kimba's gone. Yeah, he got thrown out.
Okay.
He got two right away.
Mills wiping something off. Oh, you see, that looks like a water bottle, maybe.
Maybe he would have gotten reverse psychology on it.
Interesting call piss. Somebody throws something onto the court as Bryant is shooting a foul shot. Somebody throws. Now he hit the free throw. They blew the whistle before he released it. Let's see what the call is.
And they're throwing the foam fingers on the floor.
Now this one getting a little out of hand. They gave out foam fingers and the crowd throwing out. And this is unfortunate. Now what they'll have to do, the official will have to ask Lawrence Tanner to make an announcement to the crowd to please stop throwing the things out on the floor. Fortunately, they're just these foam fingers and don't hurt and can't really cause any kind of damage. And here's LeBron James. See how he's gathering his team. You can bet he's probably saying something effective. Let's keep our composure. We've got a great win here. Let's just get these 4 minutes done and get out of here. You'll love.
You actually just had something thrown on the court by a Bulldog fan. Wow.
So Weatherspoon missed the free throw.
Wow.
A stuffed animal came out of the crowd.
One moment which did catch my eye was when Bronny James, waiting on the sideline to inbound the ball. A fan decides to throw what apparently was an orange peel at him. The referee notices and calls police to find him and escort them out the building. Someone actually caught the person throwing it and tweeted it at LeBron. We've all seen the crazy free throw line distraction people come up with these days. And trust me, nothing could get more distracting than a guy literally giving birth to another adult-sized man in the crowd. But this guy took it to an even further level. Back in 2016, when James Harden was at the place he always is. No, not at the strip club. I mean, at the free throw line. This happened.
I thought they had a camera with a flash.
I mean, really, James Harden, is it that big of a deal? You're about to attempt to look like you're going to throw a ball?
He's awesome.
Now, you can't do that at a game, but I almost thought here.
Security up.
As Harden normally scores a ton of points at the line, a fan in Utah tried to help his team by pointing a flashlight at him to help his team win. Harden took notice and was telling the ref about how someone was, as Harden put it, lasering him. Yeah, it kinda sounds weird, but you know, yeah. Security went up to find the guy and did finally get him. That fan was banned not just at Utah games, but literally all NBA games for 1 year. But since that was back in 2016, he is now free to do all the lasering he wants. Back in 2019, during a 3-point game between the Denver Nuggets and Miami Heat, Jamal Murray was at the line and a fan decided to run onto the court and even steal the ball from the referee.
Murray, bam. Big. So Jamal Murray.
Miami's going to have to take it out of the net or off the rim and basically heave the ball full court.
If Murray makes his shot, it's pretty much academic.
Just about everybody was confused on what was going on. Like, just look at Jamal. I mean, he did just grab the basketball and just start screaming randomly. That had to be the weirdest guy to run onto the court. But this security guard, luckily, was strong as hell and picked him up like a rag doll. Unfortunately for him, he was arrested and had his court hearing the next morning. He was charged with trespassing and disorderly conduct, but the judge agreed to throw out the charges as long as he never stepped foot in the arena again. And obviously he agreed. For some reason, it seems like Russell Westbrook is involved in just about any and every fan confrontation.
Trevor, I'm not even talking to you, bro. Just sit there with your wife and shut the fuck up.
But back in 2018, after Gary Harris just banged the game winner over Russ in Denver, tensions were high and this fan got so excited, maybe a little too excited, cause he busted a Ric Flair in his face.
And a fan with a little shove right there at the end of the game. I don't know where security, whether it is late, and he pushed him aside as Westbrook was just walking off the floor.
I'm honestly surprised Westbrook didn't go full Mad Max just fighting him. Sooner or later, some fan is going to make Westbrook break. The fan, though, was banned from future games for an unspecified amount of time, and here was what Westbrook had to say about it afterwards.
You gotta be able to protect the players, man. You play the game, you go out, the fans obviously enjoy the game, but they can't come on the floor. It's totally unacceptable.
Probably one of the funniest ways a fan got onto the court was pretending to be a player. Tony Roberts, a Detroit comedian, wore the exact same warm-ups as every Pelican player. So he easily got by security as all of them just assumed he was supposed to be there. But after taking this jump shot, yeah, that's when the security guard went, hold up. This girl was looking for something different. Nobody knows as to what she might have been looking for, but as Dwight Howard would say, she might have been looking for something that starts with a...
But it starts with the D.
But before halftime, in a game against the Lakers and Denver Nuggets, this girl went onto the court saying, "Where's Kenyon?"
49-44 as we approach a minute left in the first half. Look out. Apparently a fan ended up on the floor.
Detective Todd Erickson, who had immediately grabbed her and walked her off the court, said several years ago she was found stalking or following several players. She has basically been banned from the arena, but she got in tonight.
As the commentators were saying, she's been stalking the Denver players for a while now and went onto the court for them to notice her. Yeah, she didn't get what she wanted. One guy at the end of the Wizards-Lakers game ran onto the court to tell Kobe something, but never really got the chance. Now this fan had some serious balls. He went onto the court mid-transition and was getting back on defense along with the Cavs players.
Ball popped out, too bad. Good looking shot for Bynum. Bynum thought he got fouled. And we have a fan on the floor, so he'll be removed.
Now there's a lot to digest from this clip though. For some reason, Blake Griffin, as soon as he noticed the fan, got so scared as if he just saw Chris Paul about to beat him up.
Hey, this is Blake Griffin. Chris Paul tried to get in the locker room. Get down here and save me.
Chris Paul was showing his utter disappointment in the fan. The ref gently grabs the fan to walk him off. Then the security guard just yanks him away aggressively. Now we'll never know what this fan was thinking. Honestly, it seems like there's a lot of crazy Cavalier fans as this guy tries to run up to Kyrie to shake his hand, and he actually did it, but that's until he was tackled and arrested. But this Cavs fan, he was on a mission to get LeBron to come back to Cleveland. Whether this was the deciding point for LeBron or not, we'll never know. But this is James Blair, and honestly, I would say a bigger LeBron fan than Cash Nasty. I mean, take a look at his room. He was a LeBron fan, but also a Cleveland fan. So he would do anything to get him to come back to Cleveland. So back in 2013, LeBron was back in Cleveland and just about the whole arena was booing him. But not James Blair though. he was on a mission.
LeBron made 3 threes in a row, and he just dished on a 3. And the Heat's last 4 field goals have been triple. Yeah, 3.
Gotta see what happened there.
Look at this. A crazy fan has run out onto the court.
Ben.
We got a fan on the floor. Oh, my goodness.
Out of the corner of my eye, I see some kid wearing a white t-shirt, and my first thought was, kill LeBron.
When I seen it, I said, what an idiot.
LeBron's reaction to that? I just tapped him, and when he looked at me, I said, we miss you here, LeBron. Come back home. If you want to come back, we'll support you. That's when the security got to me very quickly, and LeBron actually kind of put his hand up, almost like, hold on, reached out, gave me a high five, gave me like a little hug, tapped me on the back of my head, and I was banned for life from the Quicken Loans Arena. I had to spend time in jail.
He said he missed me and come back, please. And I didn't have much time to say much to him because, the security got to him. But, I patted him on the head.
Man, LeBron dapped him up and shook his hand. Maybe I should run onto the court. Maybe Cash Nasty should. Maybe then he'll finally meet LeBron. Yeah, he was unfortunately banned for life from the arena. But when LeBron made his announcement that he was returning back to Cleveland, they lifted the ban on James and he was allowed back into the arena to cheer on LeBron again from home. Talk about a beautiful moment. Talking about beautiful moments, even a kid made his way onto the court and gave Carmelo a big hug. Yeah, Carmelo gave him a little hug back and tapped him on the head, and he was off. Luckily enough, he was just a kid and no offensive lineman is gonna tackle a kid, right? So he just went straight back to his mom. Interestingly enough though, she gave him one of those kinds of slaps. The laughing kidding ones when your mom isn't actually mad at you. So I wouldn't be surprised if the mom told him to do that. But hey, it was a wholesome moment. This fan though, he was a menace. In a close game in transition, he ran into the middle of the court and just started waving his jersey around.
And now a fan has run on the floor, and that is going to stop play for a moment. Security tends to...
Well, at least no NBA players were getting embarrassed. Well, maybe other than Blake Griffin. Wait, you want to see more NBA players getting embarrassed? Well, click right here. That is 15 times NBA players were embarrassed in recent history